Well, let's continue hauling ass, shall we? It's episode 106. You know what I mean. Add another one. You get it. We're going on what? 3, 2, 1. See now, weird music again. Last episode, I swear to God, it sounded like a cowboy song. Dun 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 dun. You know the song I'm talking about. Hope I don't get a copyright struck. Here they are. Alrighty then. Yep, just like in Futurama. Well, that's not very nice. Guess they mean business. These are... Oh, shit. Jesus. Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, by some, I would say you are, yes. Every time somebody tries to attack, they get blasted. Wow, they were getting nuked, man. They're being executed to the last man. Holy shit. Who is that? Is that Kuma? One of them? I think so. It's one of the, it's one of the pacifist totalists or whatever. Not anymore, bitch. Keep talking shit. Get wrecked. I am executing you. That's what I'm doing. That was merciless. Jesus. They're dead as hell. I was about to say, before that got all blown up, they're giving me small fry Navy Marine energy, just dressed in different colors. Yeah. Feels like this could have all been avoided. Yep. In Seven Deadly Sins, we call this full counter. Full counter. Back it up. Get wrecked. Oh, shit. Mark 3, huh? Yeah, Kuma's had a legacy throughout the show just because of how many different incarnations he's had. A lot of people have seen his face in person. They'll make me kill you. I can't believe you. You better drop your weapons. Too late. Execute them. Okay. Alright. If you surrender, as long as it's a complete and total surrender. That's right, bitch. That was a smart play. You didn't have to throw him in there. Come on, man. You did not have to throw that man in there. He was going to walk in there on his own power. Dick. Completely unnecessary. That was gratuitous as hell. Yeah, shit. That's Sepika or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, clerk's ass. I wasn't even supposed to be here. Thank you, Miss Bunny Rabbit. You're not as good as Carrot, but you're pretty good. Yep, everybody likes him. Like I said, man, bandages and food solve everything, and when it comes to medical situations. Centoma. You think I'd be able to remember that? You'd be wrong. Old man punk. Well, you trust him and you were wrong to do so. Because he's disappeared. Somehow they managed to cut you out. Yeah. Somebody's getting their ass kicked up there. Yep. Shut up, snail. So I'll do as I please. Not a good thing for the rest of the world. Don't make me do what I please. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Holy 50! What the hell, man? This is like the rumbling. Yeah. Yeah. Good shit. Wow. This is a rumbling, man. It's going to be harder than we think. So this is what happened here. Then what? You know, gratuitous ass shots are gratuitous, but being an ass man, as I mentioned previously, I'm alright with it. She doesn't have Lilith's badonkadonk, unfortunately. Lilith is one of a kind. You're gonna touch this shit? Dumb ass. Well, here comes the flashbacks. It's about to be flashback-alicious up in here. They don't typically do flashbacks this early, but here we are. Get wrecked. I'm out. Sayonara. Did it actually teleported her, didn't it? Shit. So I thought it might just download memories into her brain, but I think it actually sent her somewhere, which we know is also his power. Or did it send her into the memories like a pensieve does? What the hell? Hey, what are you crying about? Who the hell is this? He looks familiar. Is it him? Is this his consciousness? Jesus. What the hell? This must be his consciousness, Kuma. I love the sound effect. Carried over Ross, I don't know that I've seen him go wide with the arms. I'm usually distracted by whatever's going on right before we have that little bumper. Or they've changed it, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's not good news. Yeah, look carefully, because he's easy to miss, right? Yeah. Are you tired? Yeah. Okay, now he's doing the tongue thing. Stop it with the tongue thing. Don't tell them that. You know, I believe we have some company money somewhere around here, don't we? Nami has to have access to some money. Like, they have shit they've looted at some point, right? Keep us on the island. Old man Apple. This dumbass. Old Man Apple is what we're calling it. Monster Granny's still my favorite, but that's up there. Monster Granny. You say this now? I've been running like a mofo. You say this now? Yeah, we got a few problems here. I like your hat. I like Brooke's hat. Yeah. Yes. That is amazing. Oh, shut up. Oh. Is he good at flattery? Ladies, let me know. Do you think he's good at flattery? Because I feel like he's an idiot. But, I'm not sure. You bitched out. I thought she was some kind of badass. But I think she's a coward, man. Oh, shit, though. The ass, though. Damn. Stop showing the ass. Yeah. Damn. Why is that necessary? Lay your ass back down. Everybody's a psycho. Yeah. Back to sleep. She's doing the sleeping for you, assholes. Yeah. Ugh. I'm going to shut up from now on. I was literally talking about a podcast how he wasn't like this anymore. Literally, it dropped several hours ago as I record this. Like, you got to be shitting me, man. They immediately go back in this crap as soon as I say that shit. What an asshole. Yeah. I'm glad you're okay now. Me too. Oh, shit. It is the thought that counts. Yeah, she made the wrong call out in herself, I think. They could have gotten more. Well, I don't know, though. I take that back. Vegapunk's abandoning the lab, so I guess you've done all you can do, right? It's time to hit the road. Oh, great. Great. Yeah, look at him blowing up Usopp's head. Yeah. He can do something. Yeah, where the hell is he? That's why they had the Seraphims attack. Oh, they left their post. They were running away because they're scared. Right. That makes sense. Cam snails, huh? Just keep checking till you find him. We need to get the hell out of here. She hasn't done the billionaire eyes in quite a while. Yeah, you're thinking things you shouldn't be thinking. Yep. Nami's always up to something. You didn't need to watch her ass. Let's hang out. Is that his pick of the three? You would think he would like asshole more. Yeah. Well, okay, because of this shitty cook, huh? Because of his bad sense of direction, right? You know what this feels like? Hopefully I remember to say this at the end. Yeah. They are high maintenance. You need to stop at the close-ups of her ass. Look, I need to be able to focus on the episodes, man. You sure don't want to guard her, Sanji? Yeah, why is he so damn tired? We never see him this tired. Yeah, this is why I was talking about the voiceover with her, by the way. She can even do tired, exhausted Luffy. Yep. Ice pops. Nice segue, by the way. Serious information, huh? Somebody been snitching, man. Every time something happens, this dude's on the case. How? How's that possible? Everybody loves Vegapunk. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, of course. You know it. You better write that shit down. Oh, Jesus. Really? That's how we're going to do it? That's a radical interpretation of the text. Right, I see. So you are a government ass kisser. Like I said, I was about to say this proves he's not a government lackey, and here he is, he's kissing government ass. I do whatever the hell I want to do. Yeah. Calm your ass down. No, he's not a decent person. What journalist is? Come on now. Journalists provide a valuable public service, but they are not good people. Yeah. Yeah, bud out. I see. You gotta be as dramatic as possible. Infotainment, I'll have you know. He's quite mad, you know. Just had to get that last evil laugh in there, right? Well, I guess we know where Vivi is, huh? That wouldn't never called that. She hitched a ride with this sumbitch. He was there covering the story. I wonder if he just ran across her on the street and offered, or did she stow away on his Airbus? And he came in and saw her and says, all right, whatever. Seems like it was prearranged the way they were talking. Matter of fact, how did he phrase that specifically? I lent her some clothes, I'll never wash them again. Okay. I don't know why. I missed that line. I don't know what the hell that's about. Oh, it was a girl saying, I lent her some clothes, I'll never wash them again. Okay. Because they're fans of her. Okay, I got you. Besides, more chance giving us shelter. Stop talking back to him. See, that makes it feel like that's an arrangement. By the way, Walpole, I remember him, but I don't remember the context of him. I'm going to have to look him up. I'm going to do it very carefully. So, Drum Kingdom, guess is where we first met him. I don't know. I remember him. I think I keep conflating him with that guy that ran the games. Like you had to win 2 out of 3 games or something, and then Luffy won, but then he accepted the challenge for 3 more games, and that was part of it. I think was filler or something. But that guy looks like this. But he had the ability to slow people down, right? I'm not sure that's this guy. So I mean, we have 11,000 characters, so it's hard to remember everybody. Yeah, oh, it even says here in this character sheet, King of Evil Black Drum Kingdom. I remember Drum Kingdom. I remember him. I just don't remember what he did and how we beat him and what happened after that. So, but he's bad, right? He's not a good person, so he's not affiliated with her. Somehow they both end up here, in hiding from the government, and then he thinks that the government's going to kill him. So that's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot here. That's quite the revelation, right? This is interesting. This is what this turns out to have been. She seems kind of calm for somebody who lost her father, by the way. I mean, this wasn't that long ago. He did say you've been crying until yesterday or something. That's probably what he's talking about, the fact she was crying because she lost her father. But I guess at some point you got to suck it up, right? Anyway, what I was going to talk about, I didn't realize they were doing this about 2/3 of the way through the episode. They reminded the audience, because in some cases it's been hundreds of episodes. In this episode, reminded the audience of the key aspect of every Straw Hat member. Sanji likes women. Robin likes history. Usopp is scared. Frankie likes fixing shit. Chopper likes medicine. Like they found a way to inject that into the conversation one way or another, or sometimes show us instead of that. And somehow just remind us of all these various things that these characters are known for. In some cases, it's been a long time. It was just kind of like a reset. It was okay. By the way, here's what's notable about Usopp, and here's what's notable about Chopper, and here's what's notable about Brook, and here's what's notable about Robin and Luffy, all of them, right? It was very clever. Because at first I was like, why are they doing this with Sanji and shit? But like he was the most over the top. But then I started noticing they were doing it with everybody else too. So this was interesting. It was kind of a reset, which I think is necessary because it has been so long since we've all been in the same place, interacting and working together. And that gives me hope for the future. Like maybe we're going to start using Straw Hats a little bit more than we've been doing in the past. It gives me hope. So yeah, I think that's interesting. Also, one more thing, how people talk about pre-time skip is mirrored in post-time skip. What would the mirror image of this storyline be so far? We're getting pretty close to the time skip, so would this be... Let me see, would this be Fishman Island? What was the island where you get the bubble put around the ship? Would this be that? Or would this be whatever the hell they did right before that? This wouldn't be Thriller Bark, would it? I think Thriller Bark is what happened right before we went to Bubble Island, right? I don't know if this would be a mirror image of Thriller Bark. Although, death could be considered the past, and that was an island of death, and this is now the future. I guess you could do a loose parallel there. I guess it depends how much story there's left. Anyway, just curious about that. By the way, Walpole, I remember him, but I don't remember the context of him. I'm going to have to look him up. I'm going to do it very carefully. Jesus Christ. How the fuck do you spell his name? I guess it's Walpole.